The college basketball experience, Illinois Fighting Illini 2022-23 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Networks presented by WynnBET. WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds on every major sports book. Look, WynnBET has what you need to win, all right? Sign up today and bet $100. Win $100 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET.
Hey, this is John Sally, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Welcome to the college basketball experience. Illinois Fighting Illini 2022-23 season preview episode. If you're wondering who the hell I am, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
Illini basketball, baby. I mean, how about Illini football, too? Subscribe to the college football experience as Brett Bielma has them rolling as we talk college football year-round over there. We talk college basketball year-round over here. We come together as one on YouTube. You can watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/thecollegeexperience. Wow, fun to talk about this basketball team as well, though. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Bob Huggins at West Virginia, host of the NFL Gambling Podcast. Give it up for my guy, Ryan McIntyre. How you doing, Ryan?
Colby fired up, man. Illinois is rolling in football, but we all know Illinois is a basketball school. Year 6, Brad Underwood. Underwood is, as everybody knows, a Bob Huggins disciple.
Yes. So, and look, 5 years in, 94-66. You look at the project he inherited, out the gates, 14-18. People were, I don't know. Then 12-21. I don't know. And then boom, he had his breakthrough, 21-10. Obviously, postseason got canceled, I actually think that team might have been his most talented team. Then the year after, 24-7, they get to the round of 32. Then last year, 23-10, they get to the round of 32. So I mean, he's got this thing rolling, but gotta think Sweet 16 or further this year, right?
Yeah, I mean, you read off year by year. He still has not gotten to the second weekend with Illinois, so this fan base is dying to go on a March Madness run. So maybe this is a team, a lot of new faces, but expectations still as high as ever in Illini land. Yeah, in Champaign there, Illini land. I mean, you look at the stats from a season ago, and you see this team, obviously, they did lose some pieces, and we'll hit to that. We'll hit on that in a second. But 23-10, 15-5 in the Big Ten, very, very impressive. 13-20 ATS though. So gamblers, not big fans of the Illini last season, but it's a brand new year, folks. They were 30th in adjusted offense in the nation, 29th in adjusted defense. So the consistency you see there, I think, is fantastic. 56th in 3-point percentage, 38th in offensive rebounding, 110th in defensive rebounding, 209th at shooting free throws, 179th in pace, and 154th at taking care of the basketball. You rattle off all those stats, you would think that team got further than the round of 32, right? I mean, what stands out to you? Those stats, they're all pretty impressive. I'd say the weakest one's probably free throw percentage. And,
even with that, they weren't awful, but they weren't good either.
Yeah, no, but the problem is they ran into a bad matchup in the second round playing Houston. The committee did them no favors. Houston was probably underseeded by 2-3 seed lines.
Yeah.
And for them to draw them, I mean, that was a tough matchup. But I mean, you mentioned it, a lot of new faces coming in. They lose the big fella, Big Kofi Cockburn, and then they lose Plummer, Frazier, Grandison. So a lot of new faces in
Curbelo, yeah.
Curbelo, yep.
I think we all saw the writing on the wall though with that one, right?
Yeah, no, you could tell he was in Brad Underwood's doghouse all year. So no surprise that he went in the transfer portal. And I think he ended up in a good location in St. John's.
Yeah. And you look at the returning production on this team from a season ago, and it's not a ton of minutes. I think the main thing is Coleman Hawkins. Yes, not the jazz musician there, but Coleman Hawkins, and you see what RJ Melendez, you got Luke Good, and that's about it, right? I mean,
That's
maybe
it, yeah.
Brandon Lieb, but that's going to be interesting. Obviously, they got a ton of big freshmen coming in, and obviously hit the portal, pretty strongly here. They added, I mean, these two gets, well, really these three gets were huge. They go out and get Terrence Shannon Jr., who was a beast at Texas Tech. Was a bit surprised he transferred out of Texas Tech, to tell you the truth. And then they get Matthew Meyer, who I was a bit surprised he transferred out of Baylor. And they got the Baylor forward, Dainja, or I don't know how to pronounce these fucking names, but he's good. All right. Wow. I mean, that's a pretty good class. I mean, I guess Dainja was only getting 3 minutes a game, but I know that if you're playing at Baylor, I think you can play at a pretty high level. So the portal, they lose Curbelo, they lose Grandison to Duke. I still think they won the portal. What do you think?
Yeah, no, definitely won the portal. It's nice to see some of the Big 12 guys not transfer to other Big 12 schools for a change and actually go out of the league.
Very true.
Yeah,
very true.
Yeah. Two big gets with Meyer and Shannon, 6'6", 6'9". I mean, a lot of length, a lot of firepower with those two guys at Texas Tech and Baylor. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how this team meshes under Brad Underwood.
And speaking of firepower, when you bring in 4 top 110 recruits, ranking wise, yes, I'm referring to point guard Skyy Clark out of Florida, power forward Ty Rogers out of Illinois, local, guard Jaden Epps out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and then Sincere Harris, another guard out of Akron. 4 top 110 recruits. Pretty fucking impressive. Now, can it translate to wins, or I guess when will it translate to wins? Because you would think bringing in that much talent, it's gonna eventually. But we're gonna try to forecast the starting 5, which I think might actually be a challenge on this team. I don't know. We'll see. But before we do that, I've got to get us paid. I want to tell you folks out there that the college basketball experience, Illinois Fighting Illini preview on the college basketball experience, it's presented by WinBet. WinBet's now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. And from boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds on every major sport, WinBet is what you need. Sign up today. Bet $100, win $100 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/winbet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. Absolutely fantastic. Looking at this lineup here, I'm very excited for the season because how fast can the youth grow up in front of our eyes? How will the transfers work out? Look, some coaches hate it. I get it. I would probably hate it as far if I was coaching, but I'll tell you from a guy covering the sport, it's intriguing. It's intriguing to sit there and say, wow, Terrence Shannon Jr., Matthew Myers on in Illinois now, it's going to be interesting. So projecting the starting 5, I think Skyy Clark is a guaranteed start. The freshman, we'll see how good, that's going to be a tough it's a tall order. The Big Ten is a really good basketball conference. We'll see how he does in year one. Terrence Shannon Jr. at the 2. RJ Melendez at the 3, which I think we can circle as questionable. As far as I don't know for sure if he would start. Matthew Meyer at the 4, so they go small ball, and then Coleman Hawkins at the 5. I really do think there is a chance that you could see some of these freshmen perhaps getting like Ty Rodgers, who was the number 53 recruit in the nation. It wouldn't surprise me if he started over Melendez. Would that surprise you?
No, not at all. And then, I mean, you mentioned it. They got a lot of versatility with these guys, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". So it'll be interesting. I could definitely see Rodgers making his way in for Melendez, but I think Clark, Shannon, Meyer, and Hawkins are pretty much shoo-ins. It's about that last 5th spot.
Yeah. I'm excited for this team. I really am. It's going to be a very interesting year. Big Ten, and by the way, the odds. So Illinois is the odds-on favorite in Vegas to win the Big Ten. Then the Michigan Wolverines, then the Illinois Fighting Illini at plus 550. Interesting, because I think the Big Ten's more wide open than most years. So something to note this year. If you're an Illini fan, why not go sprinkle some? Let's hop into the schedule. Because the season tips, and by the way, when the season tips, which is right around the corner, folks, you will be able to hear us. Yes, you will, with the college basketball experience. Just like the season before, we've been handicapping every single D1 basketball game for over the past 5 years. And every single night of the college basketball season, you will hear us talking. Yes, every single night there will be a show. Shout out to that. All right. Subscribe to the college basketball experience. Excited to for this season. Love college ball. Eastern Illinois, Tony Romo's alma mater. I like it. Little in-state battle. Start things off. Monday, November 7th, ESPNU. Any chance you got the Panthers giving the Illini a game?
No, like you said, Romo and Garoppolo aren't walking through that door.
Then they got the Kangaroos. All right, no, I'm not talking about the gas station. I'm talking about UMKC coming to town. Hopefully bringing some of that Kansas City barbecue down there to the Big Ten Network, where this game's played on Friday, November 11th. Nice little ease on in. 2-0, right?
2-0.
I see a potential upset right here on Monday, November 14th, when King Rice's Monmouth Hawks come into town at a look-ahead spot because they have UCLA on deck. Whew. Any chance you're going with Monmouth? Don't tell me. This could be a game when you consider the youth of this team. I mean, I get it. They're going to have some veterans playing the other positions, but I'm saying their rotation probably will have 3 freshmen getting in the mix. Tell me you couldn't see a potential upset there.
Yeah, Monmouth has a pedigree of upsetting teams, but I'm going to ride the Illini. We'll say Illini by 10.
Okay, wow. I'm going to take Monmouth in the points. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know what that line's going to be at, but I'm going to take Monmouth in the points. I do think Illini find a way to get it done. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that matchup. Then we have a trip to Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. Hopefully that stadium's not as bad as the fucking cell phone service you get over there. UCLA taking on the Illini. Whew. I'm on the Bruins. It's in Vegas. UCLA should have the fan advantage, most likely.
Yeah, I got the Illini taking an L here, and then they can't feel sorry for themselves because after that, they got Virginia or Baylor. Whew.
I think they lose again. So yeah, I got them going 0-2 in Vegas and being 3-2 to start the season. But then the fine prison of Lindenwood. All right. I remember my first time I escaped Lindenwood. Lindenwood comes to town in Champaign, This is on Big Ten Plus. You can stream this one because you ain't going to find it anywhere else. Lindenwood, that's going to be a dub. So we got it 4-2. And then the ACC Big Ten Challenge in Champaign. Boeheim comes to town. I got them beating the Qs. You?
Yeah, Battle of the Orange teams. I got the Illini edge in the Orange men.
So that would put us at November being 5-2.
Yep.
Then they get a little preview of Big Ten play when they had the College Park, Maryland, take on Kevin Willard's bunch. I got them losing this.
Yeah, this is a hard travel spot for them. I'm going to take the Terps too in the Big Ten opener to pull off the upset.
So 5-3 then. Then they take on the Texas Longhorns and Chris Beard at Madison Square Garden. This is intriguing because Terrence Shannon Jr. used to play with Chris Beard at Texas Tech.
Yep.
Little rematch, or I don't know how you, but some familiarity there. I'm taking Texas though. You?
Same. I'm riding the Big 12. Too much for the Illini.
So 5-4. Fans gonna be upset, but then Penn State comes to town, and I got them beating Penn State in Champaign, moving to 6-4. You?
Yep, I got them getting right, beating Penn State.
Then Alabama A&M comes to town, 7-4. I think you agree. Gonna go out on a limb and say you agree. Then we got the McBride Holmes bragging rights game. They used to play this. They need to play this again in football. Illinois, Missouri, St. Louis at the Enterprise Rental Car Parking Lot Center. Any chance Dennis Gates and Mizzou? I kind of like what Gates did in the portal, man.
Yeah, no, this is a tricky spot for Illinois, the game before Christmas. I'm going to say Illinois just gets by Missouri, and you're number one at Dennis Gates.
I agree. And then they get Bethune-Cookman on the 29th. That should be a dub. So they catch that 4-game win streak, I think, heading into 23. So what's that? 9, and we had them at 9-4.
Yep.
9-4 heading into 2023. Should fans be happy with that, you think?
I don't know if you say happy, but you're not overly anxious if you're 9-4, just because, I mean, that's a tough out of conference tournament that they got to go. UCLA, Virginia, Baylor. It's going to be hard to get one of those two. Then you got Syracuse in Texas as well on the schedule, and a trip to College Park. So yeah, no, I think if you're 10-3, you're happy.
Yeah. We got them at 9-4. Let's talk. We're not going to go through every game, but let's talk about the biggest traps on the schedule on the 23 side of things. But before I do that, I want to tell you folks out there that we are on YouTube. Yes, the College Basketball Experience on YouTube, youtube.com/the College Experience. Subscribe, and remember, every night of the season we'll be here. All right. So check out the College Football Experience. But the real thing that started SGPN and the College Football and College Basketball Experience was the Sports Gambling Podcast back in 2011. They are on YouTube as well, and they're giving you a chance to win your choice of either an autographed Lawrence Taylor jersey, cocaine free, I promise, or an autographed Brian Dawkins jersey. Contest is completely free to enter. All you have to do is subscribe to youtube.com/Sports Gambling Podcast. Comment on a video. Each video is a new chance to win. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss it when SGP contacts you when they pull out the winner. So do that. Get yourself a new jersey. Come on. What do you got going on? It's free. All right. All right. We're back talking Illini basketball. Looking at this conference schedule, I know there's going to be a couple because this year it seems like quite the gauntlet. There might not be one team that's easy to project as, hey, this team's going to win it. But there's certainly a deep conference, it seems like, this year. I see one I see a couple, but there's one that stands out to me at the end of the season.
Yeah.
From February 26th to March 5th, they go to so February 26th, that's a Sunday. They are at Ohio State on CBS. Then they are home on Thursday to Juwan Howard and the Michigan Wolverines. And then that following Sunday, final game of the year in West Lafayette at Purdue on Fox. Whew. I think that's the hardest stretch. You agree, or what do you got?
I got the same stretch, and I think we both agree this team's going to be in the hunt. And getting those three teams, Ohio State, Michigan, Purdue, those three teams will be in the hunt as well. So Big Ten race will come down right to that stretch right there, I think.
Yeah, and let's talk about that because I mentioned the odds. Indiana, the favorite, Michigan, the second favorite, and then the Illini, the third favorite, according to Las Vegas at the moment. Where do you got the Illini falling in that pecking order?
I'm going to say fourth. A lot of new faces, and I think it's going to take a little bit to mesh. I think they're going to be pretty good come March. But I just don't think that they're better than those other teams, Indiana, with the familiar faces coming back. So I'll say the Illini finish fourth.
See, this is what's so intriguing about the Big Ten this year is like I could totally see I could see Illinois winning it. I could also see them coming in like sixth. I don't think there's a big gap between Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Iowa, Purdue, Michigan State, Ohio State, Wisconsin. Then I'd probably say there's a tiny gap. And you might even be able to throw Maryland back into that first bunch. But then after that, it falls off a little bit. But, man, it wouldn't shock me. I got them finishing third. So I got the Hoosiers finishing second. The Illini finishing third. You have to stay tuned and listen to the other episodes for who I got finishing first. Subscribe to the College Basketball Experience, folks. Also, what about this? Gun to your head. What's the ceiling on how far they could go into the NCAA tournament?
I'm going to say Elite Eight, but I think this team needs to get to the Sweet 16, or Brad Underwood needs to get to the Sweet 16 because they haven't been to the second weekend yet.
Yeah, I agree. Sweet 16 is my call. I don't know that they're there yet for the Elite Eight, but you never know. The matchups sometimes can work out in your favor. So I think ceiling probably for this particular season, Sweet 16. Yep. I cannot wait to watch Illini basketball, folks. Subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. Also, remember, subscribe to the College Football Experience. And every night of the season, youtube.com/the College Experience. Remember also to check out Ryan's other work here. Give him a follow on Twitter at moneyline_Mac. Also, the College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Give us a follow. And, check us all out. Also, remember to get the SGPN app. You'll get access to all of our college basketball articles, all the other podcasts that we put out, which is a slew of them. Obviously, Ryan does the NFL gambling podcast. So NFL fans, go check that out. Just get access to that. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Come talk Illini football and basketball with us in the Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Super excited for the season. Cannot wait to catch the Illini and see if this is their year. Maybe they could win the Big Ten. Let's go. This is the College Basketball Experience, fighting Illini style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Yeah, it's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good dog the mind back like dog rewind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you gave me hit the can back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight cause it caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Yeah, sing it.